welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay out there. I'm first going to start off by cutting these hula hoops in half, and I got these hula hoops from the Dollar Tree. All I'm doing is taking the little rocks that are inside out. And after I'm done cutting all of my hula hoops in half, I'm going to take them outside and spray them silver. And I'm going to be using this piece of wood, which is around 1.5 feet. I'll leave the correct measurements in the description box below. Next, I'll be taking my drill and I'll be pre-drilling a hole in each hula hoop. And I'll be screwing in my nail. You guys can't tell, but this piece of wood is jacked up. You'll probably be able to tell when I flip it around. But look, we're using what we have right now, or I'm using what I have right now. And I'm going to add 2 more pieces of hula hoop and do the same thing. I'm just going with the design that I chose. And this piece of wall art could be done a million different ways. This is just the way I chose to do it. And yes, you could probably still see some of the designs from the hula hoop, but it's okay. I just chose not to put a whole bunch of spray paint on something I'm gonna cover anyways. We are getting down to our last pieces of hula hoop, and then it's time to decorate. So I took this last hula hoop and crossed it over, and I'm gonna secure it down with zip ties. And that is the mirror I'll be using in the middle, but I just used it to see if I had enough space. And what I love about screwing the hula hoops down is that I can go back and pull them over or twist them around if need be. I'll now be taking my Mod Podge. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I'll be taking that and I'll be using my sponge brush to put a coat on top of my hula hoops. I had a couple of you guys getting on me about mispronouncing Doyle and Dowell. Sorry. I've been watching a lot of Judge Mathis this quarantine, and the bailiff's name is Doyle. But anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one side first, and then I'm gonna cover it with the mirror rocks that I've made. And if you don't know about the mirror rocks that I made, then I made it in my last video. I'll link it below. It's basically just Dollar Tree rocks sprayed with silver metallic spray paint, and I put glitter inside of it. So I'm going to sprinkle a generous amount, and at some point I do go back and add more glitter to it. So my goal wasn't to have the piece fully covered in rocks. I just wanted it to be scattered around here and there. And by the way, I do recycle the glitter afterwards. I just gather it up and pour it back into my container. And by the way, I'm trying my best to not get the Mod Podge on the main board, but I mean, some of it did, but I'll deal with that later. But if you can, try not to. I mean, unless you just want it to be covered with glitter, which in that case, that's fine too. After I sprinkle some of the glitter on, I'm going to take it outside and let it dry. And now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and glue on the mirror that I showed you earlier using E6000 and hot glue. Next, I'm taking these 2-inch mirrors and I am just gluing them in the remainder spaces. And last but not least, I got these marbles from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them over the holes. After I've added my marbles, I am done, and I love, love, love this. I love a cheap DIY. I've also added some of the clips of the DIY without the marbles at the end, just so you can see the difference. I really can't express how much I appreciate you guys for watching. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you cut on the notification bell. Thank you.